Students, we are on topic general knowledge. What comes in the exam? You should be very focused. And we are going to give you only those points which you need to remember, not making bigger stories. So we are going to discuss today what is India, how many states it has and where they are located, and union territories, and what type of questions do come from this topic. So let us start from the first page. And the first page says introduction. Introduction means India extend. India is this much from north to south. So this is the north and this is the south, and total is 3214 kilometers, 3214 kilometers. And from east to west, this is the east, this is the west. When we move from east to west, this distance is how much? It comes out to be how much? 2933 kilometers. There's no need to remember exactly, but if you're able to recall and put it in your brain, it is good enough, but you should know it is around 3200 kilometers, it is around 2900. Okay, first point. Second is the total area is how much? Total area of India is 32.87 lakh square kilometer. So instead of remembering all this, remember this only, 32.87 lakh square kilometer. Next point, land border. We will discuss later on the land border with different countries. Which state have a land border with Pakistan, Nepal, China, and so on. But here, this is the land border. This is the land border of India with different countries. Keep in mind, here we have to be conscious now. Yeah, this is the, no, it comes out to be here. Starting from here, it reaches here. This is how much? This is 15,200 kilometers. And coastline, what is the coastline? Coastline comes here. This is the coastline. This is the coastline. Maybe here. No, it is not. So this is the coastline. How much coastline? This is the coastline, including the islands. Island also have the coastline. We have two islands. One is Lakshadweep Islands, and second is Andaman and Nicobar. So these are the islands which also have a coastline included in this length. Next come, it includes the Andaman Nicobar. I just told you these are the Andaman Islands, these are the Nicobar Islands. And we have Lakshadweep, and Lakshadweep Islands are in Arabian Sea. This is Arabian Sea. And then you should remember the Andaman Nicobar is located where? It is located in Bay of Bengal. And India shares border with Pakistan. India shares with Afghanistan. Technically, practically not there because this area was illegally occupied by Pakistan. But we consider our own area and it is our own area. So we take Afghanistan as border. Then Bangladesh, this is Bangladesh. And then Myanmar is this. We also share border with Nepal, Bhutan, and so on. So like this, you will be able to understand what type of questions do come and what basic fundamental knowledge or information I should have about introduction of India in terms of the map. Now we will move to the next. Here you need to understand that India is bordering, or other countries are bordering India. That means neighboring countries in which we have a common border. So first we'll start with Pakistan. You all know that once the Pakistan was part of a bigger India, British India, and before that. Then second is Afghanistan. Afghanistan touch here. Now this area has been occupied by Pakistan illegally, we consider, but if we say theoretically that Afghanistan is bordering India. Then comes the China. This is one country, this is two countries, three is China. Where is China? This is China. China is bordering this part of China, bordering India. Tibet is a disputed area, but we are not going to discuss this. And then comes Nepal. Nepal, a Hindu country, only Hindu country in the world, is neighboring country of India, where the border is very porous, where the people move every day. Again, Bhutan. Bhutan is a very beautiful country. Then next comes Bangladesh, Bhutan, and then comes the Bangladesh, and then Myanmar. Myanmar we call as the Burma, so it is bordering here, and then Sri Lanka. Now Sri Lanka is not bordering. If you read here, India shares physical border with 7 neighboring countries. You need to remember the name of the 7 countries. You can start from here and start from east to west. Then you need to understand there is a one country, Sri Lanka, which is connected not by the land, but we share a park of state with Sri Lanka. Park of state with Sri Lanka, and it is bordering India through sea. Sri Lanka is very well known in our history. You might have studied in Ramayana and so on. So all these neighboring countries are with India, and India geographical location is very good because we are located in South Asia. Now we will move to the next page. I'm trying to tell you what you need to remember, what you need to cram. I will not say cram, but you need to understand for your exam. Now, India is separated by Sri Lanka by a narrow channel of sea formed by Park State. What is Park State? This is Park State. This is a strait, which you call as a Park State, and the Gulf of Mannar. Gulf of Mannar is this is a Gulf of Mannar. So Sri Lanka is separated by India through these small islands. There's a gap here, there's a sea here, there's the ocean here, and this is about Sri Lanka and India sharing water. Now, next, this table tells us the countries in area wise. The biggest country of the world still remains Russia, in spite of its breaking up as a USSR in 1991. This is a fact you have to remember. And first 3 countries are important for your exam. Largest country is in area wise Russia, then comes Canada, then comes China. And then you need to remember what is India's rank. India's rank is 7th. And what you need to remember is this whole data may not be required, but you should know 32.87 lakh square kilometer is the area of India. Only remember this much, 32.87 lakh square kilometer area. This is fact, remains important for your exam. Rest, first country, second, third, and 7th. Now we are moving to the next page. Here we have put here the population wise, and India is number 1 in population. You all know this is 1, 2, 3. So you need to remember at least first 5. Why? Because you know this, everyone knows this. This is to China, third is USA, and fourth is interestingly Indonesia, which is an Asian country, and then comes our neighboring country, Pakistan. So density of population is very high here. Here density means how many people live in per square kilometer. That is highest, one of the highest in India, China, Indonesia, Pakistan, and so on. This fact or this much fact is sufficient for your exam. There's no need to remember all the facts. Try to understand. I'm giving you the tips. I'm giving you the facts which are to be remembered for your competitive exam as part of basic GK. Now then comes smallest state in India. Smallest state in India is here, Sikkim. This is the Sikkim. If you see in India, it is located here. We have given the map of Sikkim also. It is neighboring China and Bhutan and so on. And the total population is, this is the smallest state in India. Total population estimated is this much. No need to remember this. This is again not need to remember. Growth rate is not to be remembered. Yes, Sikkim became the 22nd state of India. This is important for your exam. I'm not saying don't go through this, but being a student, I can understand if you start remembering those facts which are not important, which normally don't come in exam, you'll be overburdened. So to reduce that burden, I am here to help you, tell you what you need to remember and what you need to read only for your understanding. Smallest state of India is which state? Is the Sikkim, and you should remember that Sikkim became part of India in 1975. So this much fact is there you require, and then you know where is the location of Sikkim. You have the map. You can open our map also, and you can open your own map from Google also, so that you can understand what is the location of Sikkim. Now this slide is regarding the smallest state in India in terms of area wise. Which is the smallest state? Goa is the smallest state. There is no need to remember this fact, and you should know it is ranked 4th is smallest in terms of population. Area wise smallest, but population wise the 4th state. Where Goa is located? It is located in the western part. That you should be very clear in your mind to make a map. This Goa is here. And Goa is 2 parts, North Goa, South Goa. And Goa has a very rich history. And we are going to discuss this as a part of GK later on. Now, Sikkim is the least population state. This is again fact revising. This you should know. Next, Mizoram is the 2nd least population state of India. And then comes Arunachal Pradesh. So these are the 3 states which are smallest in terms of population. But area-wise smallest state is Goa. So now we are moving to the next fact. Here he says the smallest UT. Lakshadweep. Now where is Lakshadweep located? You look here, these are the islands. This is India, this is the island of Lakshadweep. It is located in Arabian Sea. Open the map and you can see. Once you do mapping in your mind or brain, you will be able to understand and enjoy the part of that GK. So these are the islands. Normally it has 36 islands, and in rank it is the smallest UT, Union Territory. What is Union Territory? That we'll discuss later on in some chapter. What is Union Territory and why we formed Union Territories in India. Then Lakshadweep has 36 islands. 10 islands are populated and rest are only for tourism, forest and conservation and so on. So the only thing you remember here is the smaller UT is which? Lakshadweep, and located in Arabian Sea. It has how many islands? 36. 10 are being used by the people, where the people live. And then we will move to the next slide. Here, largest district is the Kutch. Where is the Kutch district? This is the Kutch. This is part of the Gujarat. This is the largest district. See the area, bigger than few states. And it is famous for Great Run of Kutch. It is a white desert because of the salt. Because of the salt. So this you need to remember for your exam. Next. Smallest versus largest in terms of area and population. These are the facts you could remember yourself also. If you don't want to attend my lecture, don't want to look me in my videos, it is okay. But if you understand the way I teach, the way you learn, that will be putting map in your mind, and that will be a memory for a longer period. Instead of cramming, if you start understanding, start enjoying it, you will be able to keep hold on your GK. I will say basic GK. Because from basic, we will go to the higher level. Then this is a category of state, UT and district. This chart is important for your exam. Now here we say area, type is area. So that means the smallest state, we are talking of state, we are talking of area, smallest state is Goa. And largest state, we are talking of area state is Rajasthan. Smallest is Goa, largest is Rajasthan. Then we talk of population. Smallest, Sikkim. We are talking of population. And we are talking of states. This is just a revision. We did few slides back. Now, if we talk of the largest population of any state, it comes out to be UP, Uttar Pradesh. Then we are moving to from state, we are moving to now UT, Union Territory. Area-wise, smallest is Lakshadweep. We discussed earlier also. And the largest is a new UT, which we call as Ladakh. This is in terms of area. Now, in terms of population, we are talking of UTs. In terms of population, the largest is Delhi and smallest is Lakshadweep. So here you will say UT smallest area, Lakshadweep. Smallest population, Lakshadweep. Largest area, Ladakh. Largest population, Delhi. Then comes the district. You all know there are districts in states and UTs. Area wise, smallest is Mahe, is the capital of what? Mahe is the capital of Pondicherry. Then the largest district is Kutch, we discussed in one slide. It is in Gujarat. Then population wise, smallest is Dibang Valley district, Arunachal Pradesh, a farthest eastern state of India, a very beautiful state, Arunachal Pradesh. So they have a district which is smallest in terms of population. And the biggest population district, the largest population district is in West Bengal, North 24 Parganas. So these are the facts you need to remember. For exam, this table will fetch you one question. Mostly it do come in the basic GK of any competitive exam. Now we are moving to the next one. This you should preserve, revise it again and again, and you will be able to attempt one question out of it, which normally do come. Then comes India has how many union territories? India has 8 union territories. You should be looking at their location in India plus understand. The first is Jammu Kashmir. Now it is a union territory. Second is Ladakh, again in the north. Then you talk of Chandigarh. You know that Chandigarh is the capital of Punjab and Haryana. Then comes Delhi. Delhi is still a UT. Then Dadar Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu, they were merged in 2020. Where is Dadar Nagar Haveli? This is the Dadar Nagar Haveli, which is in Gujarat, near Gujarat, and Daman and Diu. These were the territories which became the part of India later on after 1947. Next example is Lakshadweep. Where is the Lakshadweep? These are the islands we already discussed. Now Pondicherry. Where is the Pondicherry? Pondicherry is located at 2-3 places we'll discuss later on. This is Puducherry or Pondicherry. Pondicherry we call earlier, now it's called Puducherry. And then Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Andaman means north and south islands are Nicobar. So Andaman and Nicobar, very heritage, full of heritage islands, and India is proud of that heritage. So now you should remember that India has 8 UTs, where they are located in map. Now we are moving to the next. So capital of Ladakh. Summer capital is Leh and winter capital is Kargil. Why this is important? Because this is a recent, in last few years, this is a new state and union territories being formed in Jammu and Kashmir. Where it is located, this is Ladakh, this is Jammu and Kashmir. This is the Leh district, this is the Khalgar district, this is the Ladakh union territory. Again, this is a map where Ladakh is located. Now it has become a very interesting place. People do go there, people bike there, and Ladakh is opening up, and we are happy that they are becoming better part of India day by day by integrating, and that effort goes to the people and the government and the state and everyone. Ladakh is a very beautiful place and great place. Now we are moving to the next. Now we talk of Jammu and Kashmir UT, Union Territory. Its summer capital is Srinagar, because in winter they shift the capital and to Jammu, and in summer they come to Srinagar. These are the districts available in Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory, and where it is located here. Look here. Very beautiful, some kind of paradise on earth. Now, next is Pondicherry or Puducherry. Its language is French because we took from French. It was a colony, it was a place which was ruled or controlled by France, and the second language is Tamil, because Pondicherry, when you see this Pondicherry, it is being inhabited by the states like Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. So next is Tamil language, and then comes the English. So Puducherry became the part of India on 1st November 1954. This is an important fact for your exam. Earlier it was ruled by France. So my purpose is to tell you where it is located. So if you see that Pondicherry is located where, Pondicherry is located here, 1, 2, 3, 4, at 4 places. We have mentioned here, mentioned here, mentioned here. So Pondicherry is not at one place. This is one place. This is Pondicherry. This is Pondicherry, because these are the territories which were owned by French. And when we took from France, so still we continue with that thought, so that their culture and their language can be maintained and they get a special treatment, special status for this. So now we are moving to the next slide after discussing Puducherry or Pondicherry. Tropic of Cancer. So India is fortunate, we are fortunate that Tropic of Cancer passes through India. That will be discussed in detail in geography, but here what is required for your exam is that how many states through which this Tropic of Cancer passes. Tropic of Cancer is located in 23.5 degree north latitude. This is the latitude, like Earth is like this. This is equator, and this is where? This is Tropic of Cancer. And it is located at which degree? 23.5 degree north, because this is equator, 0 degree, 0 degree. This is equator. So we are located in the northern hemisphere. But the question comes, which passes through India? That is Tropic of Cancer. What is its degree? It is 23.5 north. And the more important question is that it passes from how many states? It passes from 8 states. We have mentioned here the names of 8 states. So 8 states, first is Gujarat, yes. Number 2 is Rajasthan. It cuts here from Rajasthan. Small cut here. Then comes Madhya Pradesh. Then comes Chhattisgarh, yes. Then comes Jharkhand, yes. Then comes West Bengal, yes. Then comes from Tripura, yes. Then comes from Mizoram. So 8 states. So this is the important question about the Tropic of Cancer passing through India. 8 states, name of 8 states from east to west. Now we are moving to the next. This is the Indian state sharing border with Pakistan. We should know our neighbors. How many states have a border with Pakistan? So we're starting from north. So one is Ladakh. It's the new. Then Jammu Kashmir, number 2. Then comes the Punjab. Then comes the Rajasthan, and then comes the Gujarat. So there are 5 states which form border with Pakistan. Or border can be kind of line of actual control. That is more here in Jammu, and so on. That we'll discuss later on. Now we will move to the next. We are now on the page, state sharing border with China. This is the map of India, one part of map of India which shares border with country China. What type of question do come? How many states and UTs share border with China? Let us start with Ladakh. The first is Ladakh, and this is normally called as a western sector. Then comes Himachal Pradesh. So this is Himachal Pradesh. And then Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand also shares. So this is 1, 2, 3 states. And then we need to the eastern sector. Eastern sector means Sikkim. Now where is Sikkim? This is Sikkim. So it shares border with China. And this is a Doklam, which is where we have a border with Bhutan, India and China. So they join together at a place known as Doklam. And then comes the last is Arunachal Pradesh. So here Arunachal Pradesh makes a long border with China. So what type of question do come? Can you name the states? Which of the following state doesn't make border with China? Which of the following states make border with China? Or which state has a longest longest border with China. That comes out to be Arunachal Pradesh. So like this, questions do come in exam. We are focusing on exam so that you'll be able to solve question if comes on these topics. Now we are moving to the next states having border with Nepal. Nepal, I told you, is a very close country to India, and this is the Nepal. Red part we have shown as in Nepal. So the states, 5 states. Keep in mind 5 states. In order, starting from this point to this point. So let us start with first state is Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand shares a border with Nepal. Here you can see this is the border. Then Uttar Pradesh here. Number 2. Then come Bihar. Bihar shares border with Nepal here. And most of the border is quite porous. People do come every day, 3-4 times. There are a lot of population living close to the border. So they have relatives on one side and others on other side. Then come the West Bengal. West Bengal also share border with here with what? With Nepal. And then comes, this is West Bengal. So shares the border here. Then comes the Sikkim. Sikkim shares a border here with Nepal. So this is one state is Uttarakhand, second is UP, third is Bihar, fourth is West Bengal, and fifth is the Sikkim. So 5 states for your exam. Now, if you have the map, you start understanding, putting map in your mind. Now we are moving to the next. Next is state sharing border with Bhutan, a very beautiful country, a very peaceful country. Where is Bhutan? This is Bhutan. So here 4 states. One is the Sikkim. Look here. 1 Sikkim shares border. Number 2 is West Bengal. Where is West Bengal? This is West Bengal. Shares 2. This is 2. Then Assam or Assam. This is 3. That means this is 3rd state. And Arunachal Pradesh, the 4th state, which shares border with Bhutan. This is 4th state. So all these states you should know which states share border with Bhutan. So papers, do you get questions like this? Yes, one question from all the topics we have done, where we are discussing the states and the UTs, their importance, topic of cancer, plus states sharing border with neighboring countries, and so on. Next page, states sharing common border with Bangladesh. Bangladesh has a long border with India, because you look here, this is a long border sharing. So here, how many states? Again, 5. So first is West Bengal. Of course, because there was a time when Bengal and Bangladesh were one state during British Raj. But now we call as a West Bengal or East Bengal, and East Bengal is a country which you call as Bangladesh. So there is a lot of similarities, language, culture, food, heritage, literature between West Bengal and Bangladesh. Then come the Assam. Assam shares border with Bangladesh. This is number 1 state. This is number 2 state in terms of the lineage. Then Meghalaya. Where is Meghalaya? Meghalaya is here. So Meghalaya also shares border with Bangladesh. Then Tripura. Where is Tripura? Tripura is located here. Look at here. This is the 4th state. 4th state. And the 5th state is Mizoram. So Mizoram, this is Mizoram. So that means there are 5 states which share common border with Bangladesh. And this border is quite long in terms of its length. So we have tried to give you the facts which are important for your exam, based on the states, UTs, India, sharing border with different countries, and so on. Thank you so much, students. Hope you have enjoyed this topic of GK.